Okay. This is what I'm playing right now. I don't really know much of it. New game. Alright. Okay. See an annoying. Oh, fuck. The microphone was so far away. Jesus, I forgot about the microphone. Alright. Ah. Yeah, sorry I didn't hear all that. I didn't get quite ready yet. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the sky, and she's totally oblivious to any attention to my daughter herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Okay. You know, my bad. You know the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of worked out because you've known each other for a long time? No, not really. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I really hate reading these. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. See, what is this? I'm the only one here. It's Bear. I will be back in an hour or two. Alright, got it. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. Oh, that's me, Danny. You don't have to. I don't have to what? Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you do have it in you to be mean if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Haley's here too. Let's do this. Alright, let's go. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Denny, have you decided on a club to join yet? I can't English. I think it means you don't have to read what. Oh yeah, but then it feels weird. I don't know. Cause then I just sit here doing nothing. Have you decided the club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that you did in one of your many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. That's me. Why is that me? Like, you know, spending time school, go home, games, anime. Yes. That's God dang it, Haley. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Still don't. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? I know you're happy now, but I died at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? No, I don't trust you. Don't make me worry. Don't make me worry. Keep worrying about you. Fuck, I can't English, dude. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much makes me want to ease her mind a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything off her head. Okay. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's... How do I feel this game's so loud? Okay, so I need to get an own inventory. The volume on the music was kind of loud. It was kind of getting annoying. Where's the music volume? Ah, that's a lot better. There we go. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs? Saori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. I feel. Hello, Saori. Saori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. No? Yeah. There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Saori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 9% sure she's only in it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring a new member and not to give me cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Saori is really that much of an airhead or if she's cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. I was gonna say yay. Not yay, it's a yes. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Oh, I would sell my soul for a cupcake any day. I dejected to follow Saori across school and upstairs a section of the schoolyard I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Saori, full of energy, wings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Girl 1, Saori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Aw, Denny, what a nice surprise. Girl 1, girl 2, girl 3. Okay. Welcome to the club. All words escaped me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Saori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Saori says that quietly into my ear and then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, smileless in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparable, more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Saori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Denny. Apparently I know her. I don't know from where, but apparently I do. Monica smiles sweetly. Oh! We do know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. Makes sense. So having her smile at me with genuine feelings a little. You too, Monica. Come sit down. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make tea as well? What, we cupcakes and tea? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. This, as I already mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki probably marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! I want to see the cupcakes! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Come on, show me the cupcakes. I really want to see the cupcakes. So cute. I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. I was gonna say hurry up. Sayori grabs one first and Monica I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice she's sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Yeah, I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you, you know, dummy. Like, I'm not gonna say it like, oh, I should be saying, alright. I gave up Natsuki's real logic and dismissed the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole set of tea in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea and help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Hey, don't let yourself get intimidated. You're just trying to impress you. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri finally smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? Could you probably be a board member of any of the major clubs? Weren't you a leader at the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics on the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't any more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in pulling out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it comes to something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Okay, so I'm in a club full of cute girls. What could go wrong? What could go wrong, honestly? Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls are interested in the same goal. What could go wrong? Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the new idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Jenny, what kind of things do you like to read? Considering I let have read sometimes, I don't really have a good way. I thought someone was here of answering that. Manga? I might have myself just half joking. Head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to see them but keeps it quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking about saying Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Yuri or Yuri? Yuri or Yuri? I don't know how to say it. We'll say it both ways. Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Okay, I can feel. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Alright. And telling a good story is such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. It was so obvious by the way her eyes light up to find her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberate, take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate at the minimal level. At this rate, you might as well be having a conversation with the rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think it takes me to another world, then I can really can't put it down. Real horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Nancy's eyes died over to me for a split second. Never mind. I bet you should get scared easily. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Oh, I should probably open this real quick. Gotta open one more thing real quick. Alright, there we go. So I had to open one thing real quick. Don't you... That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Yeah, give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is as cute as you are. Sadie sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to the readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Oh crap. Where are we going with this? Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Nope. I guess it's the same as Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look puzzled at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. And next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think you'll help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Denny? Annika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Hey, what's that? Not that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club. I bluntly come forward that we've been... with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Society may have convinced me to stop by, but never made a decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and you're gonna make everyone sad, man. I lost my train of thought. All four girls stood back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Okay, I feel it a bit laggy.